Welcome. This is Daniel Kwame Pobi coming your way on behalf of the HiCard team. This is where we do HiCard's Leadership 360. We talk everything leadership. We discuss personal development and get ourselves in readiness to occupy our place in this life. And it's with joy that I welcome you. If you are joining us and watching our video for the first time, click on that subscribe button, be part of this family. Click also on the bell button so you receive notification as soon as we have something out there for you. In this episode, we are looking at the topic gathering insight for your life. Gathering insights for your life. We've been talking about how we position ourselves and get ourselves to occupy that place and how we set our goals, how we put in place a plan for us to meet our goal. And as you go about this, there are some things that we want to draw attention to. The fact that we've discussed that one, identifying that goal is critical. Knowing where you are, knowing where you want to be, and what it takes to get you to where you want to be is very critical. Now, you need a certain insight to accompany you in the area of achieving the goals that you have set for yourself. And that is what we want to look at in this episode. What kind of insight? Where do you find that kind of insight to help you so that you achieve the goal that you have set for yourself? And I want to start with some quotes, three quotes I want to share with you. The first one is by Malcolm Forbes. Forbes says the best vision is insight. The best vision is insight. There is another quote by Oprah Winfrey. She says, surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. That is what Oprah Winfrey says. The third quote that I bring your way is by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. He says that there is nothing so terrible as activity without insight. That's what Goethe says, that there is nothing so terrible as activity without insight. Insight is the greatest vision, and you need to surround yourself with people to lift you higher by their consciousness, by their awareness to help you to that place where you are able to tap into that insight, that experience that others also have. And this one means that any activity that you want to have, you want to make sure that you're doing it with insight. There is nothing worse than doing an activity without insight. Sometimes in our lives, brothers and sisters, we get to a place where things seem to plateau for us, or that we don't see the kind of progress that we want to see in our lives, and it's like we keep duplicating and repeating the same things over and over and over again in our lives, and we are getting the same kind of results, we are getting the same kind of money, the same kind of income, we are having to confront the same kind of problems and challenges, and this kind of space, when you find yourself, it does not allow for real progress, and doesn't allow you to move ahead. There is no real growth when you are in such an environment. And you see, if there has to be any growth, if there has to be any increase, then you need a certain kind of transformation. And we need to move beyond our present negative into a future positive. You need to move from where things are almost the same. And as I said, we've talked about how you need to identify those goals within the five key areas, and then you begin to put in place a plan to help you to achieve that. So after identifying, you need to gather insight, you need to gather a certain kind of information that allows you, that puts you in a place that you are able to see whatever is required to put you in a position to occupy where you are supposed to. So we're talking about when you are able to work with others who can give you the kind of insight from a higher level of awareness. There are some individuals, there are some people that, based on their experience or their exposure, have a higher awareness than you. And as Oprah Winfrey says, you need to surround yourself with people like that who will lift you higher. Those kinds of people who, because of their awareness, can challenge you and say that this is possible, you are capable, you can do this, you can bring this forward, and they encourage you by the kind of words that they also speak to you. So in this episode, basically that is what we are talking about. And there are people like that that you want to identify for your life. Who are those that, if we talking about where you want to be, the kind of level you want to reach in so far as your time and your money, the freedom and the space you have in there is concerned, who can help you get there? Personal, professional development, who can help you get to where you want to be? If it comes to your family, your relationship, your love life, who can help you get there? Your faith, your spirituality. If you want to get to where you want to get to, who can help you get there? And you want to identify five people who can help you. Which five people can help you, that if you need a certain kind of insight, if you need some kind of information, five people that can help you get there. If you can get even one for each of the areas, we talked about five areas, but if you can identify five for each goal in your space, people who can help you reach the goals that you want to reach, and that puts you in a place where you are surrounding yourself with people who can lift you higher. People who can lift you higher. I don't know who can be that person, but I'm saying identify five people wherever you want to get to. Can you identify five people who can help you achieve that goal, achieve that height, achieve that level that you want to get to? People who can help you do and have more in this life that you find yourself. Can you identify those five? That is the gathering of insight that we are talking about, because you're going to gather the insight from those people. You're going to gather the knowledge and the wisdom. As you apply the knowledge, will come to you, and then you are able to bring forward what it is that you are supposed to achieve. I remember there was this time that I was in a university and I was standing for elections for presidency in my church, and one gentleman asked me a question. And it really helped me because I had never pondered over that question. Mr. Joe Christie, he just called me and asked me, so this election that you are standing for, in case you lose, what will you do? And that was after he had asked me what are my plans, what are the intentions that brought me to stand, what do I have to bring on the table, what do I have to bring onto the table. And after I've shared all these, he asked me, in case you don't win, what will you do with all these ideas and all these things that you are talking about? What will you do? And then I had to ponder and reflect, in case I don't win, how do I position myself in that space? Guess what? I lost the election. I lost the election by 4 votes. But that question was so relevant, and I just want to reference that for you to understand how people can speak into your life. So I want to talk about the first category of people that are in the group of family and friends. Family and friends. You need to have people who know you. Okay, you may not have people who have made it and are successful big time in your space, but you have your family. And the good thing is that your family, they know you, they know your personality, they know your work habits, they know your life circumstances, they know what will make you happy. These are people that I'm talking about, that within your circle of family and friends, you need such people to speak to, gain their insight for your life. What can they share with you? Of course, when they talk, you will process what they are going to say, and you are going to pick out of it what will be relevant for your life. So They can help you, your family and friends, they can help you with your decision-making process. The kind of questions they'll put to you, just like I referenced your question. There are questions that family people will ask you. When I wanted to go on my own, start my own business, people asked me questions. People posed questions to me, and my family, they pose questions. My wife posed questions. My mom, they posed questions to me that helped me to sharpen the kind of vision that I had. And you want to tap into that wealth. I remember when I had to go to the training college, and before that, teacher training was not in my plans. And people were recommending that and recommending that. I spoke to my mom, I explained to my mom, this is the teacher training college, and I wanted to go to the polytechnic to go and do HND accountancy. This is what it means. These are the implications. My illiterate mother listened to all that presentation that I had to do. After all that presentation, my mom says, I think you should take the training college and apply for that one. And that is how I applied, illiterate. But she was able to say something. And as I speak to you now, I can testify that I benefited enormously from attending that teacher training. So, one of the first people that you want to talk to is your spouse if you are married. You want to have that real open conversation with your spouse about what it is that you want to do, the goals that you are setting, what you are dreaming about, what it is that you want to achieve. And when you share that, be open because it will have implications on them. Okay, so you want to open up and share with these people who are around you, your family, and then your friends. You want to be careful who you talk to, but make sure you get some people within that circle who can share something with you that will be beneficial to you. Another group that you can talk to and gain insight from, I want to put all of them together, mentors or coaches. Mentors or coaches. So people can mentor you, people can help you, people can coach you by being like cheerleaders, asking questions that will push you to test your assumptions. And these people, when you allow them into your life, eventually you will benefit. So an experienced mentor can provide crucial, critical guidance and support as you set your goals and as you seek to achieve those goals. Because they are experienced, these people ideally should have a certain track record, something that shows that they have done it before or they have succeeded in this area and therefore can mentor you, therefore can guide you. Or a coach, because they are professional, they know the questions to ask you that will help you think through whatever it is that you want to do. So you don't go talking about I want to start a relationship with someone that has never managed a successful relationship before. No, you need someone who has succeeded there. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you talk to an entrepreneur. You choose a mentor who has also passed through entrepreneurship and understands what it means to start a business, to sustain it, and to get it to grow. These are different phases, and if the person has not gone through it, they may not understand or appreciate. So you need someone that you can ask questions and get ready answers, and those kinds of challenges that you have, they can give you some guidelines and some information and insights that will really help you. So a mentor you choose and you establish a formal relationship with such a person, or a coach is also a formal relationship, and you make sure that you get yourself ready with the questions you want responded to whenever you are meeting, and then you can really benefit. And sometimes you may want to cultivate more than one mentor, maybe different areas of your life. You may have a mentor for one area or another. You may have someone that you have in your space that who can help you in your family life, but the person may not be on your professional track. You may not be on the same in the same profession. So you take that counsel and insight on relationship and family life from this person, and then you may need another one who will mentor you in your professional life. When it comes to your finances and your wealth creation, you need someone to speak into your life. Normally these are people that you are also accountable to, because every session you will come back to what were you able to do based on the previous conversation that we had. And it's just about you having a conversation or talking to someone who can give you an independent advice. Independent advice that will help you a long way. It'll take you very far. So you need someone who has been where you are heading and knows what it is to be there, and what it means to win or lose in that same space, who can then help you. So you do observation. Sometimes it's not just established formal. There are times that your mentor or someone that you are following may not be formal, and so you may do observation of the person, how they go about their things, and you may do analysis and sieve out the information that you want. You may do inference, you picking out of the different experiences that are out there. What does it mean for you? What is the understanding that you get out of it? What is relevant that you can draw out of it? And you want to note some of these things down, because you will reference them and they will be very useful for you. And as you go on, you'll see that you are able to solve the problems that you want to solve. So you realize that if I talk about mentors and coaches, I've put them together, but there are different individuals who play different roles for you in that space. And as I said earlier, you want to identify at least five people that you depend on for insights. We've talked about five key areas, and you want to have five people. Sometimes one person may double taking care of one or two areas, but you want to have at least five people who will help you on this journey. This episode has been on you gathering insight for that future positive life that you want to have for yourself. I believe it's been worth your while. Thank you very much. If you have not as yet subscribed, I encourage you, click on that subscribe button. If you have not clicked on the bell button, please do so that you receive notification as soon as we come your way with something. Thank you very much for joining us in this episode. We wish you all the best, and we pray that you continue to remain safe and continue to remain blessed. Bye bye.